Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. We are going to talk about SRM. Yes, we are. I got this knife in the mail the other day, and I thought, okay, this is strange. I already have this knife because I thought I already had this knife. Check it out. Now, is there a difference? Is there? Let's take a look. Well, okay. Now we do have a difference here. This is a Scandi grind, and this is just the regular. And so I think I said on my video that I did of this particular one, and this is the 401L-GT. But this one is the 401LC-GT. So, you know, the C is for confusion. But so this, I know I saw both of these blade styles available on the SRM site. And these are very inexpensive as well, by the way. They're 10 CR15 something MOV, right? 10 CR15 COMOV. And so they're not a laminate blade or anything like that, like some of the ones that I've done recently, like this. Is this 258? Probably a 258. Let me see. Yeah, it's a 258L MG2. So I did this recently, and of course there's laminate. And this is supposed to have a, I mean, the way they're claiming, edge performance and retention similar to S35VN, but the outer cladding is more like, adds more toughness than one of those crucible powder, high vanadium type of steels. So a little less expensive, over the top, but the core, a higher performance. So that's what this is. And you can get these for around $49 or something without the laminate steel. Now, if you get the laminate, I think it's in the $60-something range, whatever. But this is just micarta, and you can get them in G10. So I just pulled that out because I'm starting to keep my SRMs in hand because, they make great gifts, or they make a great lightweight carry user knife. And I did have another 258 that was in that green natural G10, and I gifted it to somebody, and they just love it. They just love it. These are just super, super lightweight, just over 2 ounces, if that. And they have this invisible flipper tab, okay? Invisible flipper tab. Because when you pick it up, you don't exactly know how to approach it. Like, how? Really? That can't work. I mean, that can't work well. And you're just so surprised that it works so well. It's amazing. There I go, and I skip right over it. No, but it really does. It's amazing how nicely they work. And the drop is so nice on them, too. And so there's the one I had before with the Scandi grind. And the liner is easy to disengage as well. And it just drops. Whoosh, right, easy. So these are super lightweight. In fact, I'll turn my scale on. You can kind of see. This is the new one that I just got. And it felt lighter. And you know what? It is. It's 2.2 ounces. The one that I already had earlier, 2.4. Isn't that amazing? So 2.2 ounces. I mean, what do we got for grams? 62.6 grams. That's amazing. It really is. And it's relatively full-size feeling, except it's so light and nimble in the hand. Is it a 3-inch blade? Nope. That's close to 3.5, but let's call it 3 1/4 and then 7.5. So really, this is bug out material, isn't it? Except it's way less expensive, and that's where your lanyard goes here. And then, of course, you've got you've got the Ambi-Clip here, which of course you just squeeze it together, kind of wiggle it a little bit to disengage, and then you can push it right up, push and wiggle. There you go. And it flops out there and goes down that side. So when it goes down the other side, it's like this. You can see where these little bumps are here. They go inside, okay, and then click, snap. And so it's a really deep carry. Great design, super lightweight, nice and sharp. So good user steel and very inexpensive. They, in the same shipment, this came, all right? And I go, oh my God, I've got one of those too already. But see, the thing is, this is actually the production knife, where the one I got, I didn't even get a box for it. I picked this up in 2024 in Atlanta when I went over to the SRM booth, and this just caught my eye because it's so colorful and everything. And then this is weird because it's like, well, how do I open this? This thing's buried in here. I don't get this. And he goes, yeah, it's got the invisible flipper here too. And so this is one-sided, but it's a dagger type shaped blade, and it's got the fuller running through here. But, I mean, I really liked it. But the thing is, it is a right hand only. It's not an Ambi-Clip. Kind of strange that they would do that, right? You got the Ambi-lock, but you don't have the Ambi-Clip. And this is open. See that? But then I looked at this and I go, well, it's the same damn knife, except now they're out in their production, whatever, right? Well, not so fast, right? Not so fast. Whoa! Hold on, this is open. This ain't. So they have changed it since they were putting out the pre-production things and showing them at the show. But it's still got the invisible flipper tab situation going on. And of course, this just drops right there. Actually, the action on this is much better than the action on this. This was a little, well, now it'll behave, right? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't having a problem, but it didn't. Yeah, there it goes. Now it's going to behave. But no, it was a little bit not quite as smooth and drop shutty as this one. But this one is, wow, this one's pretty impressive. But that is very, very minimal here. And so the way to open this one is better to just wrap your finger really around the end as much as you can and give it a shot. This is, of course, the 251MB-GB, okay? And you can get these on White Mountain Knives. Well, when they're in stock, you can always go check here and there, but it's carbon fiber, N690, and it's the Ambi-lock, okay? So they said 51M, which really, if you read it, wherever the hell they did in the picture, they had the model number on there, the full model number, but it's 4 inches closed 3, so 7 overall length, and its weight is 16 ounces. Do you believe that? Okay, or maybe 1.6 ounces. Let's check, shall we? That's why I do this. God, 16 ounces. That'd be some ass-kicking stuff, right? This is 70, so it's got to be over 2 anyhow. So it's about 71 grams, which is still very, very light. It's definitely not 16 ounces. 2.5 ounces. Let me see. That's that much difference in this. 2.4. Okay, yeah. Well, we have that backspacer situation or whatever this is. But so yeah, you've got this cover going across on both sides, and you've got carbon fiber on it right here. That's nice. And then you've got this clip, but it's not an Ambi-Clip. It is an Ambi-lock. And of course, this is N690 instead of the 10CR15 COMOV. So there's that as well. Now this, they're saying, is 7 ounces, or 7 inches overall. 7 ounces, I can't get off of that. Okay, 3 and 7, yeah, you're right. About 17.7 centimeters. at, let's say, 75 millimeter blade length, that kind of thing. So this is definitely smaller than this right here. But if you kind of really were interested in this, but you thought, and I'd rather have this grind instead, there you go. Hey, it's available. And God, these are so light, so easy to jump around with. Hey, hold on, let me grab a little piece of paper. Wow, that is just incredibly sharp. How about you, buddy? You're only sharp on one side. That is just like there's nothing resisting there. That is incredibly sharp. Wow. Okay. So yes, no nicks, no whatever, and that's it. It's a nice look. It's interesting. Yeah, there's enough room to get all your fingers on there. That's good. That's not bad. And it just folds itself up, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Just, there it goes. So this may be something, and I saw that they had this in my Micarta as well, by the way. So you might check that out. And of course, if they got a lot of SRM knives on White Mountain Knives, you can look at that and you can click the little filter like in stock only. That way you're not looking at the out of stock ones. Unless you want to like sign up going, please notify me if it gets back in stock, which is what they do, you know, enter your email back in stock and all that kind of stuff, right? So they had this one, which is what I'm showing you. Basically, they cut the end of that blade off. But that's what this is. And it's 49 bucks minus 10%. So $5 off. It's about, what, 45 delivered. They don't charge tax or shipping. So you can check that out. And they got a lot of other really cool SRM blades on there as well. And so I'll give you the link to the SRM site, but also to White Mountain, because I do have a discount code, and I'll check to see if I did have a discount code for SRM as well. But these are nice to have. They make great gifts. I'm kind of holding on to mine because I'm going, why not? I mean, if you had $500 invested in a knife and all that stuff, then you might consider selling it because you got other projects and stuff that you want to. But at this price, there's really, what are you going to do? They really just make nice gifts, and they are just a great walking around knife. I mean, this is great. Florida, it was like 104 degrees heat index the other day, 70% humidity. And this thing is so great. And 10CR, 15 COMOV would be pretty corrosion resistant. And just, pump a little of whatever, either this, you see? There you go. I'm starting to get the whole focus here. Or Wolf Premium. I've been using this too. And this is way cool. I got some cheapo bottles from Amazon. So I just put a little bit in one of these bottles. And then just dab, 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 dab. Rub it around on the blade. And then once you do I got stuff on there already. But they go a little bit of that stuff with Cobra Tack goes a long way. And so you get done, you wipe it on the blade, and then you can wipe it off. And it should provide adequate protection for a while, for a period of time, right? Not forever. But this is way cool. So I just thought I'd get back. I received these two knives. I looked up on my email. I don't remember getting an email prior to their arrival. So I thought, well, the least I can do to thank them is to put these up on my channel. SRM, don't forget them. I mean, they're one of the first brands that I ever reviewed 10 years ago on my channel was SRM. Sanrenmu Real Steel, all that kind of stuff were very, very early brands, and I'm still doing them, right? I'm still doing them. All right, take care, my friends, but I'll give you the links and stuff below, and stay sharp.